Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading that focuses exclusively on your ability to manifest. That is one of the most important tools that you carry with you through your life. The idea to use your imagination, something that's under attack right now with all the tech and AI and all the rest of that stuff. They don't want you to think for yourself. They want a computer in one form or fashion to think for you. So maintaining your imagination maintains your ability to manifest. That makes you powerful. Is that going to make you the most powerful person in the world? You're going to get more money than Jeff Bezos? No, not necessarily at all. And you really shouldn't even be trying to do that. You should instead find your life destiny. You can do that with numerology, pretty easy to do. You take your birth date, the day, the month, the year, put them into numbers, and then add the numbers till you have a single digit. Okay, that gives you your life destiny. And that'll help you out a whole bunch in terms of maybe stuff that you're not clear of or clear about, but it will help you to redefine, more clearly define, better yet, what could or should be your life destiny. Because if you follow your life destiny while you manifest, you will find yourself being much more successful, much happier, much more joyful with the results. If you try to swim upstream and not pay attention to your life destiny, it becomes much more difficult, maybe even impossible. But you got to remember something else too. We were not all meant to be the same thing. Even though the people who run tech, even though the people who run EI, even though the people who run our economy, the world, and all the rest of that stuff want to get us down to digits, little computer digits, we are not. And we get constant feedback about that all the time. So what is our most powerful tool in living this life? Is our imagination and our ability to manifest. That gives you more control. And if you work within your life destiny, by the way, you could do it with astrology as well. Take your north node, ascendant, moon, house placements. They would help you as well. And another thing, while I'm talking about astrology and tarot, I've done tarot for about 20 years, astrology for 50. Astrology is timing. Nothing magical about it. We just got past the full moon. We knew about this full moon decades ago. That's not magic. That's just knowing the timing. We know the weekend is just around the corner. That's not magic. That's just knowing cycles. That's what astrology does. It's a very powerful tool. Tarot is potential, not prediction, potential. It is my belief that anybody that predicts with tarot is fudging. Tarot's, for you to manifest, which is what tarot's all about, you need your imagination. Now, you can use the astrology for timing purposes, figuring out, well, maybe this would be a better time, or maybe I should back off, hold off, that kind of thing. But tarot is tuning in and then amplifying that tuning in ability. It's sort of like a song, a symphony. Where's the high spot? Where's the low spot? When do I make my move? When do I stand back? And your imagination allows you then to take advantage of that opportunity as it presents itself. So, how do you know? Well, the frequency. As I'm doing this reading, my number one goal here is to inspire you. Fire it up. Fire up that imagination of yours. Now, I'm not going to hit everybody. In fact, most people I probably won't really nail that much. It's not that the message is wrong. It means that you are not in that frequency range at that point. That's okay. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, and that's why I do a brand new read every day, 365. I don't stop, no holidays, no nothing. Every day, let's talk about the 5 cards that got the frequency to help you manifest. When it resonates, run like hell. Do it. Don't think about it. Do it. Go. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. Maybe there's a little piece of information that you picked up, and that'll make your life just work a little better, and that's great. Again, my job is to inspire. So today, we're looking at the middle card. This is the Oracle card, and it says Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished Symphony. If you're familiar with classical music and symphonies, you know that there are several movements. Things that are very energetic, things that are calm, things that are loud, things that are quiet. It's just kind of a mix. And life is not a race, it's a marathon. It's not just how fast you get someplace, because we're impatient, but it's how you get there. Builds character, builds style. It is literally a marathon. And while we're talking about unfinished symphony in your life, number right up top, dead center, is 10. Well, in numerology, the 0 is spirit. So you have kind of a spiritual protection or guidance. But for strict numerology, it becomes a 1. The 10 becomes a 1. It is the beginning. Okay? It is potential. So you are getting ready to enter a new phase in your life that is an unfinished symphony. And it never ends. Doesn't make any difference. Doesn't matter how rich you are. Doesn't matter how gorgeous you are. Doesn't matter how blessed. Just you keep evolving till you take your last breath. That's what life is. But keeping that symphony idea, here's the meme for today. Music is so influential on the brain that the type you listen to actually has the ability to change the way you think and look at the world. And this is really never more important than from the age of about 10, 11, 12 to about mid-20s. Got a lot of hormone things going on. You are coming into your adulthood with this rush of hormones and the music. God, you remember those songs for years. And they bring back memories. They bring back feelings. And if you're listening to inspiring music, and it doesn't have to mean it's religious or classical, it just means something that inspires you positively, that'll stick with you. That'll change the way you think about yourself, the world, and everything. It'll just fire you up. You know, when you hear that song, your favorite song, what it does to you? And you know what? It does the same thing to somebody at 70 or 80. Same thing. That's what we're reaching for. To have you tap back into that influence and live your life as an unfinished symphony. Let's get to it. Well, we, of course, just said that life is an unfinished symphony, as its ups and downs, its highs and lows, all that kind of stuff. And we begin with the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, swords are thoughts, ideas. You've been lied to, and you see on the card what the end result of that is. 10 swords in the back. So it's not even simply a question of being lied to, it's being lied to in a very deceptive way. You didn't even see it coming. And for many of us, the last 3 years has been exactly that. Oh, we've seen elements. I knew something stinky was around the corner when 9/11 happened. Because what I saw on the screen and what they said didn't match. And at that point I went, oops, what's really going on? Well, it took me a few years to kind of figure that out, but I did. And the last 3 of it clarified it. And frankly, the swords, the lies that we have been told all of our lives, for many people, it scared them shitless. Scared them to the point where they can't think, they can't move, they just want to get away, hide under a rock. Don't tell me. La 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 la. Don't tell me. I don't want to hear. Doesn't change anything, doesn't improve anything, doesn't give them any more power or control over their lives. They don't care. They're cowards. But you understand, looking at the Ten of Swords, why they would feel that way. Lies across the board, and you never saw them coming. The next card is interesting. It's the Six of Cups. And Six of Cups is nostalgia, happy memories, people from the past, our inner child, something that takes us back to a place where hopefully we were loved. You haven't gone there yet. Many of you have not gone there yet because you're still overwhelmed by this crap that we're swimming through right now, and we'll have with us, by the way, for several years. But it is your connection to the past that keeps stabbing you in the back. Why didn't I see it? Why didn't I see it? Why didn't I see it? Why didn't I know? And that alone is embarrassing enough for people to want to refuse to want to know. Don't tell me, because it just makes me look like a dumbass. Mark Twain, and I've used this quote many times because it works, it's easier to fool somebody than to convince them they've been fooled. It's ego, 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 ego. Why didn't I see it? Why didn't I see it? Well, because first of all, they came from blindside, and this Six of Cups reminds you it wasn't always that way, or you thought it wasn't always that way, or maybe it was always that way and I never saw it. What's up? That's about to change. You're getting some possibilities here. Not here yet, but we got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Wands are positivity, excitement, enthusiasm, gratitude. Eight of Wands is acceleration, movement. You're moving to a different place. You're moving towards, I don't want to say conclusion, but let's say the next level. And when it happens, it's going to happen quickly. Now, will it happen easily? That's a different story. With the things that we've heard within the past year or two, the thing that moves you forward, the Eight of Wands energy, could be very, very, very tough. And then you have to move forward just to survive. But the Wands are positivity, enthusiasm, even gratitude. So I'm thinking that whatever comes up, no matter how difficult, it will be a blessing, although maybe in the moment you don't see it as a blessing. But we go to the Ten of Wands, and the Wands, as I said, are positivity, enthusiasm, excitement, and it's nice to go from the Eight of Wands to the Ten of Wands, because the Ten of Wands talks about getting rid of the burden, getting rid of the challenge, saying, no, that's it, I'm done. And that may be the kind of a mixed blessing. On one hand, what you're comfortable with, what you're used to, that's beating you up, has come to an end. What do you do next? Wow, it's scary. Ten of Wands says you're ready. Remember, life is a symphony, and you are living an unfinished symphony, and as long as you're alive, the next movement, musical movement, next note is going to be coming up, and you just make adjustments. But you are in the middle of a symphony, and you're getting ready to make a change. The best way to do it is be honest with yourself. Yes, you were lied to in the past. Move forward with positivity, enthusiasm, and grab the gusto. Because as life is an unfinished symphony, you're coming to the good part. That's the Tao Tarot Manifested reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another, as I say. And between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings.